Good morning, Stampers. This is Becky Hahn at Becky's Stampin' Studio in Davenport, Iowa. I'm back. I was at my daughter's last week helping her pack up to move back to the Quad Cities. And while I had good intentions of getting something done before I left, that didn't happen. There was a whirlwind of activity and things I hadn't planned coming up. So today I am doing a gift card holder that has a surprise pop-up gift bag. And I'm going to show you two ways to do this little gift bag piece, because not all of our DSP is 12 by 12, which is the easiest way to do these little bags. But I wanted to use the gingerbread and peppermint DSP, which is thankfully still available, and it's only 6 by 6. So how this works is this cute little bag that you can put cash or a gift card or a check, a Ghirardelli square, whatever, folds in and then folds and fits in a regular A2 envelope. This is the one I'm going to be doing at my stamp club that uses the Heartwarming Hugs DSP along with the Perfectly Plaid bundle, which is stamp, set, and a little tree punch. And I love that it has so many neat sentiments and things in it. So let's get started so I have time to do both and don't take a lot of your time during this holiday season. Okay, so what we're going to do, and I don't have a sample of this one ahead of time, so I will give you the information and you'll need to make it with me together. Okay, so we need a half a sheet of cardstock for the base. In this case, I used Mossy Meadow, and I will post my directions for my blog. It has all the colors and measurements for all the DSP and that kind of thing. I am not going to list that here. So you need a half a sheet of cardstock cut lengthwise. And today I'm using white with the Frosted Gingerbread bundle. And I'm accenting it with some of the die cuts and Early Espresso. Okay, so the bag then, when you create the bag, and I'm going to show you first, this is also from the Heartwarming Hugs DSP. You need a piece that's 4 inches by 9.5. And that's probably the easiest way to do this. And I'll show you how to score and nip this and put it in your card. That's the main goal today. But if you have 6 by 6 pieces, you're going to need 2 pieces, because what we're going to do is overlap it at the gusset to create our 9-inch piece. Make sense? So we need 4-inch, which is what's here, and by 5-inch, 2 pieces. So when we overlap it 1/2 inch, we should end up with 9.5 inches. Okay? So either way you want to try it, I have not seen this version with a 6 by 6. And then your layers, it will depend on what paper you're using, what designer paper. Okay? All right, so let's start with the scoring. And I'm going to start, I'm going to kind of set this over here. And I'm going to start with that long half sheet. And we're going to score at 3.5. See if I've got this in the camera here. Push the cutter blade out of the way. Mine's nice and fresh. It was chewing. At 3.5 and 8.5. And I think in my blog notes, I marked that the scoreboard might be the better way to go. Okay. So that's the base. I am going to leave this here, but I'm going to go ahead and fold this. Right now my bone folders are at a premium. I can't find all of them, and I have 3 or 4. Okay, and how this folds is with the bigger side. This will have the bag on it, and then the short side. So that's your base. I know white's a little boring, but I decided to go this route. Okay, so then we're going to take our bag, and for the 4-inch side, this is with the 12 by 12. which most of you will possibly be using. So on the 4-inch side, the short side, we're going to put it in and score it at 1 inch. I need to go this way, I'm sorry. I'm close to my light here. Scoring blade again, 1 inch. I'm sorry, I'm out of view here, and 3.5. Okay, and 3.5. Okay, now we're going to turn it along the 11-inch or the 9.5-inch side, and we're going to score it 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 4.5, 5, 5.5, that's that cute little gusset, 1/2 inch gusset, and 9. There we go. Okay, then what you'll do is actually crease on these. I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay, this is actually the top of the bag and has the most reinforcement. This is the bottom. Then there's a 1/2 inch right here, and it's so hard to see. You'll be able to see it on yours. Okay, 1/2 inch. Then we feel and we come into the center, and there's 3 1/2 inch. Okay, that's going to create that little gusset. Okay, and then as you roll to the end, there's an inch here and an inch here. So when you put this all together, it reminds me a lot of our diorama cards, okay? But we need to do some trimming because we have some paper that's kind of in the way. And so what we're going to do, I meant to grab my Sharpie, which I don't see in here. Okay. So what you're going to remove, and I have a little graph on my website, is there's a piece here that gets removed. So essentially what stays long and a piece there. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. This is the length of the bag. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to get, oop, that's only 1/2 inch. Get rid of this. And then over here, there's a piece up here and a piece down here. And so when all is said and done, and you've got all the pieces cut out, it will look like this. Okay? What you're needing is, this is the flap. You need all the gusset pieces out of the way, whether it's the top or the bottom. Okay? And what I like to do whenever I'm doing a box is I do like to cut a little wedge because it gets kind of bulky where all of this matches in here. And this just takes that little bit of stuff out. So let me get that out. Okay, like so. All right. Then we're needing to do the handles. And so to do the handles, you're going to fold this kind of in on itself. Appears that I have something off here. Okay, so is this one right? No, this one's off too. Oh, I see. It's got a gusset. There. Now we're good. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this to the inside, line all this up like yay. Okay. You're going to take your pokey pad and your pokey tool, and you're going to measure in about 1 inch. You want to miss the gusset, and you're going to poke a hole, and then about 3/4 of an inch down, and you're going to poke a hole, and then you're going to, this plaid is really nice gingham, so you've got 1/2 inch. Let's go in a little bit more and poke another hole, and this will be for your strings. Okay. Right? And so then it takes, oh, I had it here. Where did it go? You can use our cord. We've got a double cord. It's Simply Elegant Trim, and it comes silver and gold. And about 5 inches will do it. And so let's cut about 5 inches. And I'm not going to put this one in my card because I'm using 6x6 cardstock. So what you do then, feed that through. And we're going to tape it to the back, like so. And we're going to feed it through. My apologies for my head. And tape it to the back. And I can see right now, I went through the flaps. So you're not going to want to do that. Okay, so here's your little handle. You'll do the other side. And then you take tear tape. Put that down. Okay, so that makes your little bag. But I'm going to show you how to do the 2-piece bag, because that's what I'm using to put into mine, okay? And this one, I hadn't seen any directions. I used ribbon, and I really like the whole idea. I just kind of stuck mine here in the corners, and I did use 5 inches myself. So, okay, so let's do our little pieces instead. And I am going to go ahead and score these together. Okay, so we start at 1 inch. Get that cutting blade out of the way. We're going to score at 1 inch. Sorry. And 3.5. And how do I know that? Because it's the same as the other one. Where it changes a little bit is I'm going to turn it. And I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. Turn it. And do a 1/2 inch. No, cutting blade. And a full inch. There is markings this way too. Okay. So this is Premiere. Let's see how it goes. I have my pattern here. All right. So let's crease all of this. One side is just 1/2 gusset. And the other side, she said, yep, it's there. Is the full gusset. Okay. And then you repeat to the other side. And as I was playing with it, you can, we'll have to see as I put it together. We may have to flip it over, but I thought it was the same way both ways because you put it together like this. Yes. Okay. So it would be at this point, and I'm going to keep that out of the way, that I would make my holes for my ribbon. Okay. About 3/4, and we want to miss this 1/2 inch here. So let's go, I'm going to go in a little further. And let's go maybe here, 2 green ones. All right. And you know, it might have been a good idea so that they end up together. And the reason I'm making this a little bigger is I am wanting to put ribbon in it instead of cord. So I'm going to cut 2 strips of our 3/8 inch sheer red ribbon. Now, if you find, and these are both 5 inches, if you find your hole isn't big enough, you could go back in with a 1/8 inch hole punch and punch a hole. Also, do your end at a diagonal. Okay, so let's put this in here. And I'm going to try and lay that as flat as I can. Turn it here a little bit. Which way is flat? There we go. All right. Did it go back through there too badly? Is that enough at an angle? I think so. We'll see. Okay, cool. All right. And you want that hanging out the way you want it to. Okay. There we go. All right, now let's do the other side. This is the, what is it, critical part of the card. The rest of the decorating and putting it inside, which is really slick too. I think I need a little more of a angle here. Go. And I can see right now that I forgot to cut away the pieces that need to be cut away. So there's that piece at the bottom. This is just a little corner here. A little, about 1 inch here, inch square. And 1 inch by 1/2 inch here. See, we needed that bulk out of the way. And cut out that little wedge. You can see it. That way, if you don't get it cut right on the score lines, you're still good to go. Okay, I think this is going to be much easier to assemble and put together too. Okay, so now I'm going to put down this 1 inch flap and cover the ribbon or cord or whatever you've chosen to use. Burnish that a little bit. It's pressure sensitive, and I like to use my pokey tool. You could use your pokey tool on your pick-me-up tool. Love the tear tape because you don't need scissors. Just tear and go. Thankfully, it's not red anymore, so we don't have a C. Isn't that cute? And those holes could have gone down a little bit further. We live and learn. Okay, now I'm going to, and what you'll do on the larger one with 12 by 12 paper is you'll put tear and tape on that 1/2 inch extension. And put the card together, or the little bag together. In this case, and I'm using a double layer on that. Okay, and what you want to do then, oh, my prints line up. I'm good. Now we've got a full piece, okay, with our gusset here, okay, and this might be a little bulkier. So if you were doing a 12 by 12, this is where you would be on this 1/2 inch piece here. Now this is what you would do on the 12 by 12. And I am going to add another little piece. So this is a version that I created using 6x6 for your little gift bag. Okay, now what you do regardless. Oh, that was fun. Is you fold this here. And fold it down. There, and now you have a little bag. Okay, but we aren't done yet. So we have this 1/2 inch at the bottom that you need to crease really well, but you're going to work with it like this, okay? All right, after all of this, where's my base? Okay, here's my base. We're going to put tear tape along this 1/2 inch in the bottom of the bag. And to save time, I'm only going to put one. This would be a good time to have my silicone sheet. I am putting, it's done too well. Let's see what it did. Okay, so I put tear tape here, and I've got tear tape here that stuck really well. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take your card base. Remember, this side is the bigger flap, and then this will come over. This allows you enough room to get the bag in here and take care of those little handles. So what you do is you put it in here and put the cut edge against the score line in the crease, and you close it. And then you flip it over. Now there could be a little gap in the bottom of the bag. All right, now we're going to close this and pop. Oh, how fun. It's so fun to make sure it works. If you look in the bottom, there's about 1/8 an inch. Let's see if I can, there, gap, and that's okay. So it closes. See, if I had my holes down there a little bit, my handles wouldn't be, and then it'll close this way. Okay, so let me kind of finish it for you so you can see how it goes. Okay, so what I have done is I have cut some of the gingerbread paper. Where was I going to put this? Oh, I do know. And this piece, let's see, inside is 2 1/4 by 4. The outside piece that'll also flip over is also 2 1/4 by 4. Those are all on my directions that I will post at the bottom in the comments. Okay, let's put that here. I decided I was going to decorate with one of my snowflakes I had already cut out. These are in the DSP. So let's kind of, let me put it like this. And then you can flip it over and do a little trimming. Oh, I like that. Okay. Some of the gals use a belly band to hold this closed. I'm not a fan of belly bands. Oh, let's see what else I have here. I keep all my little pieces. Oh, can't really see that. Let's see. Ooh, I've got a couple other pieces I could add. First of all, I am going to add, this is a 4 by 4 inch piece that goes inside. On my Mossy Meadow one, it's white, and so I can stamp a message on it. In this case, I'm using some early espresso as a contrast. I tried the cinnamon cider and I wasn't as thrilled. So this 4 by 4 piece gives you a nice border all the way around. And then I also have a smaller piece. It could be, I could cut it a little bigger so it comes up to here a little better. And I think, oh, it should be 2 3/4 by 4, and I cut it 2 1/4, so that's what the difference is. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I have a cute little piece of the trim, and I'll just put that right there. How's that? See, it pays to have all that stuff handy. You create. I don't create on the fly very well, ladies and gentlemen, to tell you the truth. See, here's a little red piece. Okay, scissors. Okay. And so I have pieces here that I can decorate with. Oh, maybe no, I don't like that. Oh, I do like that. So I'll put that there. I have a couple of mints. Those are fun. I apologize if my arms are in your way, but I cut these out of the paper using the coordinating dies. Okay. Oh, we still need something on the front. What should we do with the front? I like that there. Well, there's peppermints on the bag paper inside. This one is staying closed pretty nicely. With that. Oh, yeah, that would give it a little bit of zip. All right. So you can decorate yours any way you wish. But this is a pop-up. It's a gift card holder with a surprise pop-up gift bag. So it's really rather unassuming. Mine's staying down really nicely right now. I frequently use those Velcro dots. Okay. And so this has this side. You could have something here if you want. And ta-da! If you wanted to, I had also cut out a white piece to put here to stamp on. But I really like the contrast of the browns. And you close it, and you close it. So, this particular version used 6 by 6, 2 pieces to make it the 9 1/4 inch piece. Cute. And you know, I'm into Christmas mode, but this would be great for a wedding card, a birthday card, and birthday themed paper. Yeah, so many things. And then the other one, my original, is done with 12 by 12. The bag looks the same, okay? And I've used the Perfectly Plaid added message. I love the little rhinestones in the tree. And there you have it. You have a gift card holder, which I love this time of year, in 2 different versions of bag. And I hope you give it a try. I do have one with a different orientation that if I have time before Christmas, I will do that in one of my Friday Fri-Yays. So have a wonderful weekend and stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Bye.